It's a crazy day, and Call of Duty might just be lying to all of us. What is up, peeps? Hope we're all doing well. Welcome back to the viral story that's been going on this past week about the Hit Reg issue in Call of Duty and Black Ops 6, and especially Warzone. And we've seen so many complaints out there about this Hit Reg issue. In case you guys have missed videos on this, people going viral, talking about all of their issues where they are clearly hitting an opponent, even seeing blood splats in a lot of these clips, but no hit markers or actual enemies are being damaged. Now, there's so many clips, I can only show you a few, but maybe even some of you guys have had this issue.
Yep. Fucking hit again. Somebody clip that, bro. Somebody. That. You've got to be fucking with me. You've got to be fucking with me. How many am I going to get today? That definitely hit him.
Oh, mate, this guy's got a beamer on him.
Hello? I've just hit him! Game! That is utter bollocks.
And as people took to social media and to stream to complain about this, a lot of people were wondering, okay, when are we going to get a response? It's a pretty big issue. We're coming off cheating allegations, failure of the anti-cheat, and many other issues in this game that have seen complaints of Warzone. I would say some of the highest complaints we have seen about this game for several years now. Correct me if I'm wrong. And after all of these clips go out, Call of Duty Updates drops us an update that people were not happy with. As they say, we've identified an issue that could result in erroneous visual blood effects when damage was not actually dealt while shooting at enemies in all modes. Pretty much them saying, hey, don't worry, this is a visual effect and you're not actually doing damage. The blood is showing, but you're not doing damage, which does not line up well with all of the clips we have seen with crosshairs dead on bodies. And there should be something happening, and nothing is happening. Luckily, the Call of Duty community is pretty wide and expansive, and they took to Twitter to community note this post about the actual issue. As they got slammed with this community note saying there's a hit registration issue in Warzone. On the client side, it's displayed that shots hit enemies, showing the visual effect of blood, but servers don't register them as valid hits. Therefore, the error lies in the unregistered hit and not on the visual blood effect. And a ton of people out there responding to this saying, wait, are you gaslighting your community and basically just like maybe make a little bit of a fib of the situation, saying, hey, this is the issue. It's certainly not a hit reg issue spread across the entire game, where we've seen countless clips backing up that same thing, even taking to other Twitter and social users out there to explain their side of things of why this maybe is just a server issue and a hit reg issue. And again, you can only confirm so much out there, especially when information from Call of Duty Updates is saying one thing and like we're seeing another. Take this all with a grain of salt. But at the end of the day, there is clearly one thing. There is an issue with Warzone. If any game out there was having these kind of clip issues where clearly people are shooting at enemies and nothing is happening, people are going to speak up. There's an issue, certainly. As this Twitter user known as Froon said, when intentionally making myself lag, I can make my gameplay look a lot like many of the bad hit reg or skill-based damage hit reg clips that have been shared lately. In short, the blood effects are client-sided and the hit reg is bad, probably because of a desync or bad servers. This is just me delaying my outgoing packets though, so it's not what's happening in most clips, and I'm not saying I can show what is. However, I do think this is a good demonstration of what the game can look and behave like under bad networking conditions and with a disconnect between the server and the client. It seems obvious to me that many of the hit reg clips that have been shared recently are showing some form of desync and or some issue related to lag compensation, probably because of bad servers. I'm no netcode expert though and don't know enough to explain exactly what is happening. And so Call of Duty has been called out for this, and clearly, whether it's server side or lag compensation or some sort of desync happening, no matter how you want to classify this, or whether it comes down to the visual blood effects, it's a very trashy component of the game right now, right? This doesn't matter if it's Warzone, if it's Counter-Strike, if it's Apex, if it's Rocket League. If you notice this I guess Rocket League's probably the one example I shouldn't have used there. Any game with a weapon where you are shooting the enemy and you are clearly shooting the enemy and it's not registering, you're gonna have these kind of complaints. And a game like Call of Duty should maybe not be having these kind of issues. So rightfully so, a lot of people pissed off about this. And then, I mean, it's just crazy. After all these issues, they just drop big updates and collaborations, and like people stop caring. It's really, it's genius, really, because more people are talking about their upcoming collaborations in Double XP than this issue right now, unless you're a creator or streamer. So, Call of Duty knows what they're doing. But hopefully it gets fixed sometime soon, and shouts to community notes. Sometimes they do you favors. What do you guys think about the current state of Call of Duty / Warzone? Until next time, though, drink up some water and coffee for me, and I'll see you back here bright and early. Okay, bye-bye.